Welcome back to Rillo's Armory here. Today, I'm out on the range today, as you guys can see. It's a little overcast today here, October. And since it's the month of October, I've got myself Glock 19. So since it is Glocktober, I do have my Glock out here today. This video today is going to be about this firearm, setup I got on it as well, and as well the holster I have. So before we get into things, I'd like to thank my subscribers on YouTube for 2,000 subscribers. I'm now over 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that. And shout out to everyone that has supported me and subscribed to the channel. Now, within regards to that, I do have a Patreon set up. Just to, if anyone wants to give me some money for basically, give me some money, subscribe. Maybe some people could not subscribe to OnlyFans, maybe subscribe and support your local gun tuber. So with that spiel out of the way, go check that out. I've got the link in the description for that. So within regards to this firearm here, I got this Glock 19 a little bit ago, and I have a Trijicon RMR on top with a Streamlight TLR 7X. So within regards to this holster that I have, this holster I have is a T-Rex Arms sidecar holster. If I can get it out. I've been carrying this thing, and I really like it. I like the 2-point right here and right here on your belt, as well as this. But this setup fits awesome in here. I've really liked carrying this setup. I went from carrying a full-size gun to a smaller gun than this. And this is just kind of in the middle, and this is also one of the reasons, and put this down, one of the reasons why I got this Glock is because all around it is just a good gun. Good to carry, it's just in the middle. Obviously you can get guns that are smaller than this, that are easier to carry, easier to, not print from, but I don't really like shooting some of those guns, like on the range and actually getting some shots in and training with it. I just kind of feel that they're not fun to shoot. They're almost, you get tired shooting those guns very quickly. But this gun is not quite a full-size gun, but it feels nice in your hand. And like when I'm shooting it, I don't feel like I'm constantly having to, redo my grip because there's so much blowback. But with this, it doesn't feel as snappy as some of the smaller guns, just because obviously there's more room to work with. The gun's bigger, it's heavier, it's so within regards to that, that's one of the reasons. But another reason why is because you can find Glock parts everywhere. Everybody's got Glocks, and another really cool thing. So this Glock comes with a 15-round magazine. Went down to my local shop and was able to get a 19X magazine, which holds 17 plus 2, so 19 rounds in here. And then if you throw 19X magazine on there, you've got a total of 20 with one in the chamber. So it sticks out a little bit. I've carried with this, and it's all right. I haven't had any issues with it. Shooting just this, I haven't had any reliability issues with it. It sits up in there nice. It doesn't pull. It wiggles a little bit, but so does this mag. And that's another thing that I know with Glocks. They're very reliable, their magazines. Even though they're plastic and stuff, it seems that people just have less issues with these guys. And they're also not badly priced. I've looked online for other manufacturers. They're over $40 for just their standard. On some places you can find just these standard Gen 5 Glock 19 mags for under $25 on sale. So that's a really nice thing about it, is the magazine prices are not that bad. So within regards to this light, I really like this light that I added on here. It doesn't seem like it's too much. Obviously, people really like those bigger duty lights, but I just didn't want that, especially to be carrying with every day. Obviously, I've got the Trijicon RMR up there. I really like that. I took that off my Beretta, just because I honestly like shooting that Beretta with just iron sights. So within regards to this, the Glock, let's go ahead and get shooting on it. So I'll probably sit you guys up here on the tripod and then maybe get some shots GoPro wise. But another thing with this gun is I'm fairly accurate with it. The groupings I really like. So let's get into what kind of ammo we will be shooting. But I will be shooting some Blazer 124 grain. I've kind of always shot Blazer. Don't really have very many issues with it. I've shot some other stuff, but typically Blazer does me well, and it's not badly priced. So within all that over with, let's go ahead and get into the video here. All right, so I got 10 loaded up and just the standard magazine here. As you guys can see, it is raining here, so I'm gonna be doing that. Alrighty. These things are not on. Man, that dot just goes straight back. Oh, these things are not on properly. There we go. I was hearing the bang through there. Alright, so this gun, when I'm shooting this, I feel like it's very easy for me to keep a grip on the gun and keep that dot on the target, allowing me to have quicker follow-up shots and really more accurate follow-up shots. So I've got 10 rounds here in the Glock 19X magazine, and then I've got 5 loaded up in the standard. And then after that, I'll probably switch camera positions here. So I'm gonna probably shoot at that bottom target again. So another thing that I'd also like to point out about this gun is I really like the slide serrations for the Gen 5. Coming from using a Beretta 92, the slide serrations is what I use. I don't use them, every time, but I do use them. So it's nice to just be able to, press check that and, see what's in there and be able to easily grip it. So let's go ahead. And that's it. So I will say with this thing, if you're not properly gripping a Glock, you're not going to be able to shoot well with it. I've been kind of taught to use your thumbs to shoot. So also with that, make sure to not have your thumb riding the slide. But I haven't really had many malfunctions issues with this gun, and I've only got a few hundred rounds through it. So that's really nice. Alrighty, something that I'd also like to point out with these Glock mags. These mags, sorry for the dogs barking in the background, by the way, but these mags are not hard to load. I've had some magazines from some other gun manufacturers and guns where, for me it's not a problem to load the hard ones, but it is just nice being able to plop them in there really nice and easy, and then move on with the shooting. So within regards to moving on with their shooting here, let's go ahead and get I got another 10 in here in the 19X, and another 5 in here as well. So this is a little bit closer shooting here. Man, I like shooting this gun. This gun's nice to shoot. It's obviously there's nicer shooting guns out there, but man, I feel that every time I pull this trigger, it's gonna go bang. All right, so now I've got a fully loaded Glock 19X mag and one in the chamber in here. So one thing that I would like to talk about with this gun is really the reliability of it, and the availability and logistics of this gun, and why it could be the best pistol, just because it kind of hits all the dots. It hits all the factors, reliability standpoint, and another thing is accuracy. These are fairly accurate. Obviously, there's more accurate guns out there. There's more smoother shooting guns, but for the price, for under $600, it's not that bad. Another big thing is these magazines, and logistically why these are the best, and simply because they are cheap and they work. And everybody and their brother owns a Glock, and they probably either have a Glock 17, Glock 19X, or a Glock 19 magazine. So if you want to worry about shit hitting the fan or whatever, really logistics of just supply chain stuff, these are going to be the easiest to find if, anything really happens. And, maybe you go to a gun shop and they're all out of, Beretta or SIG or Smith & Wesson mags, but they've got loads of these because there's just so many of them. So within regards to that is, some of the reasons why this gun drugged me to buy it. And you know what? I actually like the grip. It's not too bad. It's, more so like a full-size gun. Obviously, I think that the SIG has a pretty good ergonomics to it. But this, if you grip it right, and, the other thing that's really nice about this, and just Glocks in general, is you get more surface and more real estate to put your hands on and work with. And so, that helps with follow-up shots. And another thing that's really nice about this gun is when you go to reload, you just hit that button, and you don't have to move your fingers down here or anything. You just slide that thing up in there. Now obviously this is 19X, but even with a regular standard one, you don't have to. You just hit the button and boom. You don't have to, take this off and unload it and then load it back in and then put your finger there. It's just like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get some shots in here. And another thing is also with this trigger, just do dry firing with it, just practice with it. I think there's some Glock performance triggers and some stuff with it, but from a reliability standpoint, this one's always going to shoot. I've read some stuff where people have some issues with the performance ones not having the best reliability, but they feel better, but just shoot. All right, let's go ahead. Let's see where you're on focus here. Alrighty. That thing's just like a tack driver, man. It just runs, man. It's just, that trigger's gonna, when that trigger gets pulled, it's gonna go bang. As long as there's a good round in there and there's no primer missing or anything silly like that. All right, so got, let's see, 15 loaded up here, and the Glock 19X mag. I really like this Glock 19X mag just because it's a little bigger, and you know what, I don't really care. I like the unmatched black there with the tan from the 19X. But all right, let's continue. Get some shots in here with this thing, and keep going with it. That's not too bad there. I really like this thing. I'll tell you what. Like I said, I recently got this thing, and man, I've just been really liking it. It's just like perfect to carry with. The grip on it, I can shoot pretty well with this grip. I've shot a little bit of one hand with it, and it's not too bad. But really, I really like this gun a lot. And I've tried multiple different kinds of guns here. But this one just kind of hits around in the middle. And another thing is, I really like this Trijicon RMR. This thing, I've been using it here for a little over a year now, so I've really gotten used to it. All right, YouTube, well, I'm back here. Sorry about the background noise and the wind here. It is a little bit overcast here. So I got you guys up on the GoPro now, see what kind of shots we can get with it here. less than 10 yards here, not too far away. But really liking this gun here. Really like shooting it. It kind of always shoots, and just you put the dot on it and pull the trigger, and it goes where you want it to go. But let's go ahead, and I've got 10 in this Glock 19X mag, so let's go ahead, get some in here. I tilted my head on that last one. Let's see, I've got 5 in here. All right, so I got my last bits of rounds here for the day. Let's go ahead and get these things in here, and I'm gonna go for the bottom target. Alrighty, ready? Not bad there. Man, I like shooting this gun. I like shooting this a lot. Alrighty, well that concludes this video of me shooting and just first initial thoughts and impressions on this Glock. I have shot this before this today, but this is really me getting some shots in. I also first shot it with nothing on it, just stock. No red dot, no light on it. Within regards to this holster and me liking it and carrying it, it's awesome. This holster is great, and I've also heard that their customer service is fantastic. I've heard many people send in pictures of broken ones, and less than a week you get a brand new one. You don't have to pay for anything. So that is the reason why I went with the T-Rex arms, is just because of their customer service. If they're treating their people like that, they're obviously trying to put out a good product. I also believe that they've had like 10 generations of this, so multiple improvements on it, and from a company standpoint, that's what I look for. So this gun, man, I really like it. My first initial thoughts were, man, it just fits my hand perfect, and it just, initially shooting it, it shoots. The trigger, you definitely got to get used to here, but other than that, I really like it. I think that the trigger will get worn in as well, and will get a little better, but I think this combo is a great little combo here, and I will definitely be shooting more of this on the channel. So if you guys have any comments, questions, anything like that, drop it below. Or if you guys want to see me, shoot some specific ammo through here, I was only shooting some Blazer today, but if you guys want to have me shoot some specific ammo out of this thing, I'd absolutely love to do that type of thing. And another thing, go check out my Rumble. I have bunch of pretty much the same videos on Rumble, just because I've had a couple videos taken down on YouTube, so I kind of post everything on Rumble. And also go check out my Patreon, and give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll absolutely be putting more videos out. Thank you.